So today I'm going to be trying a new game. I've been playing this game for a little while. The game itself is not new. It's actually a physical card game. It's called Lorcana, and I'll show you what the cards look like. So it is based off of Disney characters. It's very, very similar to Hearthstone. I'm actually going to try to, as I play the game, I'm going to try to use Hearthstone terminology to kind of, because I assume most of my audience won't know how to play this game. But it's super easy to learn, super fun. You know, if you can play Hearthstone, you can play this game. Alright, so this is my first game streaming Lorcana. I go first. So just like in Hearthstone, there's a little mulligan phase where I can select the cards that I don't want. If you're seeing, much like Hearthstone, the cost is up here. And then you have attack power and defense. So I don't want the more expensive cards right now. Let's get rid of these. I think I'm okay with keeping these 3 drops. So let's confirm. So I go first, which means I don't draw on my turn. On the first turn, he gets to draw. So here's my mana. Essentially, it's at 0 out of 0. You don't passively gain mana like in Hearthstone. You have to actually ink cards. So this is actually called ink. So what I'm gonna do is I have this Tinkerbell. She's kind of expensive, so I'm gonna ink her. And now I have 1 mana. And I don't have any 1-cost cards yet, so I'm just gonna pass. He draws because it's the second turn. You'll notice some cards on their cost they have this little circle here, and then some cards don't. If it has the circle here, it means that I can ink these cards. So let's actually get rid of this Madam Mim here, because I have 2 of them. Unfortunately, my start is a little slow. Madam Mim, her effect is when you play this character, banish her or return another chosen character of yours. Oh, he just did something interesting. I wish I could have shown you that. So what he did is he basically, I'm gonna stop explaining Madam Mim. What he did is he had 1-cost the Queen, and he played a 5-cost the Queen because her effect, she has a shift effect. So her shift says you may pay 2 mana to play this on top of one of your characters named the Queen. So she basically turned from a 1-cost the Queen to a 5-cost the Queen because he had this Queen in his hand. I hope that makes sense. Let's get rid of this Madam Mim. Essentially what she does, she needs to return a character to my hand. She bounces a character back to my hand, but if she doesn't, then she can't be played. I don't have any characters to bounce back, so I'll just ink her. And then I kind of want to get rid of this Queen here, because she's a bit strong. So let's just play Smash. This is like a spell. It's an action card. Deal 3 damage. And that gets rid of that. That consumed all my mana, so I'll pass. Next turn I'll be able to play some characters. Much of this deck is playing with the Merlins and Madam Mims. Okay. The beast is a little expensive, but I might want him later. So I'm actually gonna ink one of the friends on the other side here. And then I'll play Merlin. Merlin, when you play this character, and when he leaves play, you may draw a card. So I played him, which means I get to draw a card. And then he played a dock. Whenever this character quests, you may pay 1 less for the next character you play. So he basically discounts. I guess I should explain questing now. So the way you win this game isn't by hitting the opponent's face. Nobody has a life pool. You have on the left side, you have quests. You have what's called lore. So he just quested with Doc, and so he gained 2 lore. You win by making this number 20. You can see the character's lore value in the little, I guess the little diamonds on the right side of the card there. So my Merlin only quests for 1, his Doc quests for 2, and then his Cusco quests for 3. So, what do I want to do here? I can, I guess I can sing. So, this is a song card. A character with 3 or more costs can sing this song for free, and then draw 2 cards. So I can either pay the cost of the card, or I can make my Merlin sing it, and it did not cost me any mana. So let's go ahead and ink. I'll ink a Maleficent, and I will play the Beast. And so if I had a cheaper the Beast, I would be able to shift to essentially discount it, but I don't have the Beast, so I just play him as a regular 5-cost card. And then I will pass. So he has an interesting effect. When he's not damaged, he draws me a card at the start of my turn, but when he is damaged, he gains 4 attack power. So he's either generating me cards or getting attack power. What he did here is he attacked my my Merlin, and then he played Rapunzel. She basically heals a character, and for every point that she heals, player gets to draw a card. Looks like he's not going to be able to damage my Beast. You'll notice that the cards are grayed out here. That means that they're exerted. When they're face up, they're ready. They usually start ready when they're played. And when your turn starts, your cards ready themselves. So my Merlin just readied, which means I can either quest to gain some lore, or I can attack. And much like in Hearthstone, the characters do hit back. So I do have the Beast here. I kind of want to get rid of his Cusco. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Grab Your Swords. This is also a song card. So since I have a 5-cost character, which is the Beast, I can sing this song for free. So I'll make him sing it. And that just dealt 2 damage to everything. And then I will have Merlin attack the Cusco. And then because Merlin left play, I can also draw a card. So he's kind of like a draw 2. I want to ink my Captain Hook. He's an early game card. I don't exactly need him, so it's fine to ink him. Question is, what do I do next? I think I'm gonna play Tinkerbell. She has decent stats, or I could just double draw with Maleficents. Let's see what I get with the first Maleficent. Maybe she changes my play. I'm out of Mim. I think I'm okay with double Maleficent. I just want to draw cards. And then this Merlin, he basically, when he comes into play and when he leaves play, I gain 1 lore. So Merlin has a trend of anytime he appears or leaves play, I gain a thing. He says leaves play, which means that if he's returned, like if he's destroyed, returned to the hand, in any way leaves play, his effect activates. So he's a very good target for the Madam Mims who return cards to my hand. Okay. So he's at 9 lore versus my 0 lore. Played a second Rapunzel, which is actually quite good for him because he's getting a lot of draws here. And he punched my Beast because he doesn't want my Beast to draw cards. I think I'm gonna play my Ursula. Okay, yeah, he's gonna ink his Queen. He's gonna play a Stitch. Okay, that's fine. Alright, what do I want to do? Yeah, I think I do want to play my Ursula. So I do have friends on the other side. I can make one of the Maleficents sing it because they're 3-cost. So let's start with that. I'll make a Maleficent sing this for free. Ooh, I did gain... do have a Tinkerbell here. Tinkerbell, she basically deals 1 damage to all characters. when she's summoned, and anytime she kills an enemy character, she deals 2 damage to another character. Like when she attacks, which in this game is called challenging. So I want this Maleficent to hit this. So that's gonna kill the Rapunzel here. The little blood icons is basically just indicates that, you know, they're damaged by this amount. I think I want the Beast to punch this, because he still survives. And then I will ink my Jafar, I guess. It's unlikely he'll have an evasive. Let's ink a Tinkerbell, actually. And then I'll play my Ursula. Ursula, what she does is the opponent's going to lose 1 lore, and then I draw a card because they lost 1 lore. So he loses 1 lore, I draw a card, I pass. Ursula also has, like, she quests for a ton. She has a, you see the 3 little diamonds on the right side of the card? So she quests for 3 every time, and she has a lot of health. So she's quite good. Also slowing down the opponent is pretty good since I haven't yet quested. He does have a Stitch, and there is a bigger Stitch, a 5-cost Stitch that he can shift. Okay, he's inking a Mad Hatter. There's another Doc. And a Tinkerbell. So Tinkerbell, she has evasive. Evasive, only characters with evasive can challenge this character. So she's basically dodging attacks right now. What I want to do here, I definitely want to keep inking. She has evasive, which means I could play Jafar. Kind of like that. I think I'm gonna ink this Madam Mim. Then I will play Tinkerbell. So she's going to deal 1 damage to everything. Then I will play Jafar. He's going to threaten his Tinkerbell. I'll use the Beast to kill the Rapunzel. Then I will trade Maleficent so that he can't get the bigger Stitch, because I'm kind of worried about that one. And then I will quest with my Ursula, so I gain 3. Quest with my Maleficent, gain 1. And then I will pass. Because my big Tinkerbell can actually indirectly damage, like if she kills the Doc, she can deal 2 damage to this Tinkerbell. He's going to be afraid to quest, because his characters will be exerted. When they're exerted, they can be attacked. When they're ready, they cannot be attacked. Jafar, during your turn, this character gains evasive. They can challenge characters with evasive, so that's why I played him. He can, if Tinkerbell decides to get exerted, then she becomes attackable by Jafar. Okay, so now this guy's attackable. Okay, another Rapunzel. Question is whether he quests with the Tinkerbell knowing that I have Jafar. He does, okay. So now my Jafar can kill her. Ooh, I do have Elsa here. How much quest do I have? I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I do want to hit this guy with Tinkerbell. So my Tinkerbell's effect activates. I can deal 2 damage to a chosen opposing character, so I'll deal 2 damage to the Hades. You can still damage them in other means, just not direct attacks. And then Jafar, because he has evasive right now during my turn, he can kill this evasive Tinkerbell. And then I think I'm gonna play Elsa. So Elsa, what she does is that when you play this character, exert up to 2 chosen characters they can't ready at the start of their turn. So I'm gonna exert the Rapunzel. And then confirm. So since she's exerted, I can just attack her. I will be sacrificing my Beast into her, but that's kind of fine. I don't want him getting any more lure because he's close to 20. And then I will quest, and I will quest. And then, do I ink the Madam Mim or the Tinkerbell? I think I'm gonna ink this Tinkerbell here. In the late game, you don't have to keep inking every turn. You can, in theory, gain an infinite amount of ink. So sometimes there is a point where you want to like stop inking. But for decks like this, I can draw a lot. There are a lot of different ways to draw, so it's worth it. Genie, huh? So Genie basically causes... He can select one of my cards and it bounces back to my hand. So he chose the Ursula. Okay. So he played a Simba. Simba has Bodyguard. It's a lot like Taunt in Hearthstone. This character may enter play exerted. An opposing character challenges one of your characters must choose a Bodyguard if able. So he has Taunt only when he's exerted. Right now he's ready, so he doesn't have Taunt. And then this guy has Evasive. So he has 2 quests and then 1 quest here. So this totals 3. So he'll be at 18 next turn. What do I want to do? I have quite a few options, I guess. This is 3, 5, 6 in total. And I can play Ursula to further put him behind. I mean, I don't have an option but to quest with all of these, I think. Since his character is ready, he can't be attacked. So I think I'd just play the Ursula here. Is there a better play somewhere? Because I am considering playing Merlin, Madam Mim, which would be 2. No, for now I'll just play Ursula. I'll worry about that later. There's an Elsa. And then I will ink the Beast, because I don't think I'll need him. So I think I'm in a very solid spot. I won't play Madam Mim because she's gonna make me bounce a card back. And I think I want to bounce back the Merlin just in case I want to just push out the last bit of lore that I need. So he only has 2 cards, he has 8 mana. On the board he does not have what we would call lethal. And then I do have an Elsa here, just in case he somehow destroys my board and I can exert his cards. And she doesn't just exert their cards, she also keeps them from readying, so they can't quest on his turn. So Elsa's a very good late game card. Alright, so he conceded there. Conceding puts him straight to 20. Victory. Okay. So I got they got orange and red. Looks like this time I have a Captain Hook for turn 1. So let's get rid of the more expensive cards. Don't think I want Merlins. I'll keep one of the Madam Mims. And then I'll replace the rest. So again, much like Hearthstone, mulligan phase. This time I'm going second. So because I go second, I get to draw, and he didn't. I'm gonna ink this Madam Mim. So now I have 1 mana to play with, and I get to play my Captain Hook. Captain Hook has Challenger, which means while challenging, this character gains 2 attack. So he's stronger when he's attacking. In this game, challenging means attacking, and killing is, or banishing is killing, or destroying. So here's a second Captain Hook. Do I play him, is a question. Guess I could. He played an item. Items basically you play them and you can use them infinite amounts of times. So in this case, you pay one less for the next character you play this turn. So let's see. I guess I'll get rid of the Tinkerbell. She's a bit too expensive right now. I would get rid of the Elsa, but she's not inkable because she doesn't have the little circle on the 8 there on the on her cost. I will play the second Captain Hook. So I quested with my Captain Hook. I got 1 lore. He is inking his Simba, so he has 3 ink. He played a Doc, so he also discounts cards. I can't attack him, of course, because again he is readied. So my Captain Hooks can't attack him unless he's exerted. What I'm gonna do is I don't want him to attack my Captain Hooks because he gets a pretty good trade here. So I'm gonna quest with 1 Captain Hook, and because I don't want him to get attacked, I'm gonna play Madam Mim here. So let's ink this Madam Mim and play the other Madam Mim. So she's gonna bounce back the exerted Captain Hook. And I don't want to quest with this one because again, I don't want him to trade. So I'll just keep him ready so he can't be attacked. Good thing about Madam Mim cards, because they bounce, you can bounce low-cost cards to your hand. They're not as strong later in the game, but they're still inkable cards. Okay, so he played Mother Gothel, she self-damages for 3. And they played the Rapunzel, which again, she can heal up to 3, and draws them cards based off of how much she healed. So it's a pretty good combo there. I think I'm gonna use Madam Mim to kill the 2/3. I could sing. I could use her to sing so that I get a free, so this doesn't cost me any. Let's do that. So I'm gonna sing first. Since she's a 3 cost, she can sing that. This is fine. What do I want to ink? Alright, let's trade the Captain Hook, as I said. I was considering inking the Captain Hook before. Yeah, I'll still do it. And then I'll play Merlin. So Merlin, when he enters play, I gain 1 lore. And then when he leaves play, I'll gain another lore. Okay, he traded. If he quests with Rapunzel, he's relatively safe unless I decide to use grab your swords. Got a Merlin. So let's ink the Tinkerbell. I'll play the Beast, since he passively draws me cards. Do I want to punch here? I don't think I do. I think I just want to quest. There's a chance he might have another Rapunzel and he'll draw a ton of cards. If I hit, she survives, and then the other Rapunzel heals her for 3. So for now, I'll just play it slow. This is more of a control style deck. Okay. We got to play Stitch, okay. So Stitch, if you have 2 cards, if you have 2 other characters, you get to draw 2 cards. He did quest with a Doc. It's kind of interesting. Okay. Beast drew me a card. Ooh, I can't play the big Tinkerbell. Kind of like that, actually. So let's ink Jafar. Big Tinkerbell lets me deal 1 damage to all opposing characters. So because she's at 4, I can now just punch here. I can use the Beast to kill that, or I can just quest with the Beast. What do I want to do? Yeah, I don't want him playing Dux. And I want to keep him from having, like, if he has a second Stitch, then he'd draw even more cards. So I'm okay with damaging the beast, so he's not going to draw me cards anymore. But I feel like if I would have quested them, he would have damaged it anyway. So I'd rather make the trade. I think he's worried about questing with the Stitch because my beast now will gain 4 attack once my turn starts. Yeah, so he's going to punch it while the beast is still weak. Queen of Hearts lets him draw a card every time he, like one of his characters attacks. Can finish off the Stitch with the Merlin. Seems pretty good. Alternatively, I can Tinkerbell, hit that, and then Tinkerbell will damage the Queen of Hearts. All right, yeah, let's punch with the Tinkerbell, and then use her effect to deal 2 damage to the Queen of Hearts. I can kill her with the Grab Your Swords, but I don't think I want to. I'll sing with the Merlin. Okay, not bad. I can put myself at 7 mana, which would allow me to draw a lot of cards. Can't even ink this beast to play 2 cards. Let's start with this Merlin and see what I get. I gotta smash. I can just smash that his character here. Kind of protects my board better. Alright. I'm gonna ink the beast. I will use smash on the Queen of Hearts. There's Maui. Maui's a good card. Maui has Rush, which means that, much like in Hearthstone, he can attack immediately. Let's start with a Maleficent so I can draw a card. Okay, well there's an Ursula. What do I want to trade into it? Can I just trade this Merlin here? Let's trade the Merlin. Since he's leaving play, he also draws me a card. Okay, so I'll play Merlin Goat. And I will quest with this Merlin, and I will ink the Merlin Crab. Okay, he inked the Maui. He has a lot of Mauis, okay. Kind of fine. So, because my Merlin Goat left the playfield, I get another lore. Played a Hades. Ooh, he's getting a Rapunzel back. I have options here. I could trade the Maleficent, which is like a very favorable trade. But I don't think I'll be using Grab Your Swords very often. So I think I'm just gonna play it now, just as a regular spell. I don't have anything to sing it with. So, just an AoE. And then, I haven't inked a card yet, so I'm gonna ink. And then I will play Merlin Rabbit. And I'll quest with my remaining cards. And looks like I'm ahead. I've got board control. Ooh, there's a Maleficent. So Maleficent lets him select a minion to kill. So he killed the goat. Maleficent quest for 2. Alright, so let's just sing Friends from the Other Side. I'll have this Maleficent sing it. And then, I guess I could play Ursula. Could play Ursula, and then ink Madame Mim so I can play Tinkerbell as well. I can also ink Tinkerbell to play this Madame Mim onto the Merlin Rabbit, so he comes back to my hand. let's play Ursula. This Ursula, I think, always happens, so let's just draw a card and see what I do on my next turn. So I just got another Merlin Rabbit. Alright, yeah, let's quest with this Madam Mim. Or, not quest, Ink. And I'll play Tinkerbell. I have this Merlin Rabbit, and I think that's pretty good card draw as is. So I'm wondering if he has his, there is a card called, what's it called? It's called Be Prepared. It lets him basically just, wipe the board. It's a lot like Twisting Nether. Lady Tremaine. So what she does is she forces me to choose a character, to die. I guess I'll do Merlin Rabbit since he lets me draw a card when he gets banished. Alright, I have a lot of Elsas. So I think I'll make use of them. Yeah, so let's just play Elsa here. And she lets me exert 2 characters, so I'm going to exert his Maleficent and his Lady Tremaine. And they won't be able to ready the next turn. Do I ink Jafar or do I play Jafar? I think I'll play Jafar. And then she has an ability, I can essentially draw a card and then discard a card, but it's going to exert her, and I'd rather just use her for questing. And Ursula quests for 3, which is really good. So I'm threatening lethal here. Elsa, she quests for 3. This guy quests for 1, 1, and also 3. So he does have to do a lot. It's going to be very awkward for him because I'm going to be able to keep using Elsa to exert these guys. And this person won't be able to unexert them. Okay, so use Hades to bring back his Maui to his hand. Hades basically just returns a character card from your discard to your hand. Alright, and he conceded. GG.